This one is for the people that are in a very intense job, a very demanding job. And these people, when they went in this job, they probably went into it because they were passionate about it, but because of the long hours, they tend to be stressed out. So one of the reasons people they hate their job is because it is stressful and it is demanding. Welcome to the series, I Hate My Job, Help. I'm Karel Pinder and I am a brand strategist, and we design leadership development programs for leaders who are seeking to elevate their habits, their systems, and their mindset. So if you are in a stressful job, it's stressing you out and it's demanding, I want to remind you of Tabitha Brown's husband, Chance Brown. Yeah, not Tabitha, but Chance. A lot of us see the fame, the fortune with Tabitha, the vegan cookbooks and the hair products and just her thriving as an entrepreneur. But what I don't want us to forget, and Auntie Tab does a good job of making sure we don't forget, that for 15 years, her husband worked on the police force, a very stressful and demanding job. But he worked as an officer for 15 years because Tabitha was trying to be an actress and Tabitha was sick very often. And so he had to stay on that job. And so one of the things that we have to think about, even if we're in a stressful, demanding job, even if you're a man and you're watching this and you have a household that you have to take care of, maybe it won't be forever, but that stressful, demanding job is feeding and protecting and providing for your family. And we see how it turned out for Chance. After 15 years, he was able to retire and they are able to live on the empire that they built together. Some people feel that because Tabitha is the face, she's built the fame, but the foundation of that fame was built on her husband going to a stressful job for 15 years. So, how can you add a habit to your morning routine to deal with that stressful job, especially if you're like Chance, where you're gonna need to stay on that job? And one of the things that you can do is sitting quietly. And the reason sitting quietly is going to help is because when you have so many things coming at you, that is raising your cortisol levels and raising your stress. And so you want to make sure that you have as limited stress before you go into a stressful environment as possible. So taking a moment to sit quietly. I have a wellness coach this year, and one of the things that she said to me is when I go out for my morning walk or my morning run, she wants me to not play a podcast, not play any music. This was very hard for me because I love to multitask. Us type A people, we need to multitask. I'll have the podcast and the run. Thank you. And so she said, I want you to try. And I was like, why? And she said, because the minute you have stimulation to your brain, your stress level is going to remain very high. And so I want to encourage you, even if it's just 2 minutes, 3 minutes, if you can find a moment to be silent, I want you to add that habit to your morning routine. And if this was helpful, you can get these videos delivered straight to your email. So I want to encourage you to join our email list. And don't just watch the video, I'm gonna need you to implement it because it's time to elevate.